Hi, guys. Good evening and good morning to all those that are winding their days down and to all those that are getting your day started. As always, this is Nikki Knows Best. This advice comes directly from me. I do not get it from anyone or anywhere else. If you choose to use it, that's great. If not, that's fine too. I appreciate you watching and listening. As I stated before, the advice that I give, it 9 times out of 10 is pertaining to couples. However, I do periodically give advice regarding your children and relationships with the children, family members, co-workers, whomever. I just want everyone to be able to get along. This evening, I would like to briefly discuss in relationships being mind readers. How we have people out here that want someone to be a mind reader. And I'm just here to tell you that no one's a mind reader. We have to get over that. We have to get out of the mentality that we feel like because we've been with someone for a certain amount of time that they should be able to read our minds, because that's not possible. Unless it is something that this person has done on a consistent basis, whereas it has become the norm, that's something different. If they just forgets, drops the ball, completely different. But if it's something that you yourself want and it's different from what y'all normally do, whether it's a gift, whether it's a particular trip or outing, you have to verbalize that. You cannot sit around and wait and or think that hence is going to get this person's attention. A lot of times, women, we know that these men are clueless. You know they're clueless. But we got to stop putting them in a position to fuck up when they don't even know what they fucked up for or what they fucked up over or what happened. They a lot of times they really just don't know. And in all actuality, it's not their fault unless you said something. You have to open up your mouth, because what happens is you're setting yourself up to be upset when they don't catch the clues or when they don't read your mind, and then you're setting them up to fuck up. Why would you do that to someone that you claim to love? That doesn't make any sense, right? So you have to open up your mouth regardless of what it is. Now, I understand a lot of times we want things to be a surprise. It doesn't mean that it can't be. They may not get it or give it when you expect it. That way it does end up being a surprise. Or they may give it in a different way that you were expecting, which still ends up being a surprise. But your job is to say it. This is one less thing that you need to be arguing about in your relationship. That's someone being a mind reader. Men, you do it too. I know we women, we have it real bad. But men, y'all have it bad as well, where you feel like she should have known certain things. And it's not fair to either party involved, because, like I said, no one's a mind reader. So we have to get out of that. As they state, closed mouths don't get fed. I mean, when you're hungry, your brain triggers and lets you know that you're hungry, or your stomach growls. When a baby is hungry, what do? They cry. Communication. This mind reading is a form of communication or lack thereof. Instead of you communicating what it is that you want and or need, you're expecting them to be a mind reader. Communication. When that baby is crying, they're communicating to you that they are hungry, or they're wet, or they're sleepy. Either way, they're communicating. Somewhere along this growth and development in adulthood, we forgot how to communicate, because as an infant, you don't forget. You forget, you starve, unless the parent just great mind readers at that point, and no parent is. Same difference. You have to open your mouth. You have to communicate. And to all those that listen, and you're single and there's someone that you're interested in, open your mouth and say something to them. Women, In this day and time, it is okay for you to approach a man. Trust me, it does not make you look less of a woman or desperate. It just basically states that you see something that you want and you are going to go about it and get it. Men, vice versa. You see a woman that you want, go on and approach her. What's the worst that can happen? Yes or no? She either feels the same or she doesn't. She's entitled. Either way, you wouldn't have known whether she liked you or not if you hadn't approached her, right? I mean, no one likes rejection, obviously. However, how could you know whether or not you're going to be rejected? Communicate. Open up your mouth. We are not mind readers. No one on this planet is a mind reader. I want us to get to the point where we argue over very little things. Yes, arguing is a passion. It's a form of passion that's being expressed, because once the argument stops, that means that no one really cares anymore. But still, the argument should be meaningful when they do happen. And communication, we got to work on that. As I stated, this is a form of communication. No one is a mind reader. Stop it. Whatever it is that you want from your significant other, open your mouth, verbalize it. Stop setting yourself up to be hurt that it doesn't take place, whatever it is. Stop setting your significant other up to fail, and they don't even know that they're failing because you never said anything. As always, this advice comes directly from me and no one and nowhere else. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, definitely leave them here. You can definitely like my page. I would appreciate it, and subscribe down there. You guys have a good evening and a good morning, and thank you for viewing.